What if free will is not something you possess, but something you experience? At first, free will feels obvious. You chose to read this. You chose to think about it. You could stop at any moment. It feels settled. But the moment you try to explain why you chose this, instead of something else, the certainty weakens. Did you choose it because you wanted to? Or did you want it because of who you already are? And if who you are was shaped by things you never chose, like genetics, upbringing, culture, and past experiences, then where does free will actually begin? Imagine being asked to choose a random number between 1 and 10. You pick one. It feels free. It feels intentional. But why that number and not another? The choice did not appear from nothing. It came from patterns in your mind that existed before the moment you chose. Neuroscience complicates this. Further, research suggests the brain begins making decisions before we are consciously aware of them. Brain activity predicting a choice can appear before the feeling of choosing itself. This suggests consciousness may not be the decision maker, but the narrator explaining what already happened. This leads to the idea that free will might be an illusion, but that depends on what we mean by free will. A choice completely free of influence would not be freedom, but randomness. Actions feel free, not because they are uncaused, but because they feel owned. When you help someone, the action is shaped by empathy, memory, and belief, yet it still feels like you. If the same action is forced, it loses that feeling. The difference is not causation, but ownership. But if internal motivations are shaped by things outside your control, responsibility becomes complicated. Our moral systems rely on the belief that people could have done otherwise, yet the feeling of choice remains, and that feeling shapes how we plan, regret, hope, and grow. Belief in free will, even if imperfect, may be necessary for a functioning life. Maybe free will is not a fact about the universe, but a tool evolution gave us. A story consciousness tells itself so learning and responsibility are possible, not because it is perfectly true, but because it is useful. You are not free from your past, but you are freer when you understand it. You are not free from impulse, but you gain freedom in the space between impulse and action. Flora out.